reason I know you are meant to be abundant and successful in your life. It's because my mission was to bring in a philosophy that could have you understand that. We never know who we're going to become when we come into this world. It is an adventure that we all take. And we might be looking at ourselves now in our world and thinking, well, this might not have been the adventure that we wanted, but I know that it was. Because, see, we come in to make something better, and we do that when we become our authentic selves. And that is when you will have the abundance and success that you're meant to have in your life. But obviously, I lived a life where I was meant to bring in a philosophy that was meant for this exact time in our world to help more people understand who they are and live their best lives. Now, and that happened over 36 years that I downloaded a philosophy. I had no idea that was occurring because the other surprising thing that happened is that it occurred in a way that had never happened in history before because it was aligned with the changes and what was happening in our world. And I began questioning that for a bit until I started asking artificial intelligence, why does Wilhelm work heal someone? Why does it get them to understand who they are? Because it contains cosmic information, it's ancient wisdom, and it's aligned to who you are and our universe. And the way that I know that it works is because it's healed absolutely everything in my life and continues to do so, and I'm 74. So that's what I know. But it's challenging for us to accept something like that if we haven't done it. So yesterday I put out an offer. I said I want to take 5 people for a year, and take them through this work to show them how successful they could become. They could probably change the world because when you know how to use your consciousness, and that's all that it is, it's only mindset. Any difficulty that you're having in your life is because you don't know who you are or you haven't accepted it and you haven't developed the skills to see the other side of it. And that is a process we go through in self actualization. Or if you're a spiritual person, it's your ascension process, however you might think of it. But in any human person, you want to become more, better, and have more. And that's expansion, which is energy. So it's the energy of you accepting yourself that brings in the abundance. And so what I am doing is accepting myself as well. Because when I first began this, I didn't know what it was going to turn into. It was 1989 that I sat down and started doing this. And then I started to heal absolutely everything over all of those years. And telling someone else how that was happening was really it was difficult because it had never been done. So fortunately, I've developed several different little documents because I want you to know there's so much more you can do. And this is what I'm going to prove with those 5 people. The reason I'm saying this is because I recognize at some point that you becoming successful is number one, knowing who you are, is understanding the particular blockages that you might have in experiencing that, and then being given the tools and the direction to move beyond it. And Wilhelm has given us all of that. And I can say it because it's all in there. There's no question that you will have in your life that hasn't been answered. It will just take time for you to accept it or understand it, because that is a process we move through in our consciousness. And that's all we're working with is our consciousness. And so this is why mindset is the most valuable thing. When we're in our bodies, when we're living, all we have is our consciousness to understand ourselves and the world. And so we have to decide if we're going to keep it expanding, which means moving to a higher state. And that is the work that Wilhelm has given me. So I wanted to explain that because now where I resisted this work in the beginning because I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it was doing. And but now I'm going all in, and that's my mission. And if you look at the message today on Any Advice for Today, it is from 2008 and it's aligned to today. And I will show you that message because I do want you to understand, because now I am accepting my mission, which is what I want for everyone, because your mission is who you're meant to be. And it's something that's really incredibly valuable. And as you own it, you will continually expand and become more abundant. I'll read the message because I need to hear it. You can live your mission now. That mission was to become your most expanded and evolved self. You then fulfill that mission and contribute not only to your evolution, but that of your world. The message we provide in 2008 will serve you today if you accept your greatness. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is a statement that resonates with you, as many others, simply because of the intrinsic truth it holds for you. At times, you may not be conscious of your particular mission, which could cause you some difficulty. When you merely examine your life experiences for what you desire to gain through them, awareness will be more forthcoming. You are always in the process of remembering who you truly are. However, it might be more helpful for you to look at the events and circumstances as things, ideas, and beliefs you wanted to overcome, such as fear, lack, limitation, and judgment. In truth, the way you accomplish this remembering, putting back together the nature of the real you. If you made it all a game, playing would be much more joyful. And that's what I'm going to decide to do, is to embrace who I am and do the Wilhelm work. And this is why I'm going to accept those 5 people, because what's going to happen is they're going to demonstrate this work and how effective it is. But if you read some of the documents in the description of this video, you will see that as well. But I want to prove it to more people, because we can live great lives and we can make a much better world, because that's really what this work was about. You are here to live a wonderful, beautiful, abundant life and contribute to the world. And so Wilhelm will show us how that's done. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to the channel and check out all the work. See you soon.